Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And in this video, we are going to make like a flying disc or a frisbee. Now this one's kind of small. So if you want it this small, you can, but just to show how easy it's going to be, we're just going to start with 6 single crochets in the center. We're just going to keep increasing and then do one even round and then do decreases. Easy peasy. So let's get started. Alright, so this is actually based, I got a written pattern using what they call plarn or grocery bags, but we're going to use yarn in this, so we're going to use 2 strands of kind of like the size 4 weight yarn. Well, this one's probably a heavy 4. So yeah, this one I got, this is off Temu, so yeah, that's 80% wool, 20% acrylic, but you can use acrylic yarn for this. So we're going to use 2 strands. We're going to use 1 strand of this. This other strand is just, I made a cake of a variety of, this is all acrylic yarn, size 4. So yeah. Obviously we want a stitch marker because we're going in continuous rounds and we want a stitch marker. So obviously at the end we're going to need needle and scissors. Oh, and more importantly a hook. I know my original pattern says size J, but we're going to use a size I. So I guess you use whatever size you're comfortable yet, because we're going to make kind of, we want a thicker fabric. So I am going to start with a magic ring. If you are not comfortable with a magic ring, just make a chain of like maybe 3 or 4 and then join that, and then maybe a small chain, but we're going to, I'm doing a magic ring, so I'm going to chain 1 to close up to kind of help secure that ring, and then we're going to put 6 single crochets into that ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to pull it shut. Alright, pull it shut. Alright, there we are. So we're going to start with our first single crochet. If we wanted to help not sew it in either, we can single crochet around our chain, our tail here. It might be a little harder because we're going to go through, we got 2 strands together, so that might be the hard part, working with 2 strands together. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in every stitch around. 1, 2. This is where we mark our first stitch. See, I'm working around the tail, so that is, again, 2 single crochets in each stitch. So this will be 4. And this will be 6. Now notice we're coming up on a knot. We're just gonna work. We're just gonna work around the knot. So I try to get the knot, because when I tied to make my scrap cake yarn, I got ties in there. So yeah, we'll just crochet around it. Just work around them. All right, 2 single crochets in each stitch, and we have 12. This is where we need to take our marker out. I ain't going to work around any more tail. I think I sufficiently worked around the tail. Alright, 2 single. Okay, for this next round. Don't work with the tail. Work with the actual yarn. There we are. Alright. So we'll see, make sure I got 12. 9, 10, 11, yep, 12, okay. So for the next round again, 2 single crochets in the first stitch. Go back and we're going to mark our first one so we know when the round's over. One single crochet in the next stitch. And 2 single crochets in the next stitch. One single crochet in the next one. Two single crochets and then one in the next stitch. 2 and 1. Repeating this around. And that's the end of that round. Alright, so now we are on our third round. We have 2 single crochets in our first stitch. Mark the first one. And then it's 1 single crochet in the next 2. So hopefully you are picking up the pattern by now. So we have 2 single crochets for our increase. And then 1 in the next 2. Two single crochets. And 1 in the next 2. Oh, and you repeat that till the end of the round. Okay, so we are now at the end of our round. And like I said, at this point you probably have picked up the increase pattern. So as in the next row would be 2 single crochets in the first one. And then it's 1 in the next 3. And so you would keep increasing in that manner. So obviously the next round would be 2 and then 4, and 2 and then 5, 2 and then 6 and so forth until you get it the size that maybe you would like it. Like this particular one goes up to 8. But the one I'm going to do, I'm going to go up to 10. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets and then 1 single crochet in the next 10. So I'll keep increasing until I get to that point or to the size I like. And then I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay, so I am at the end of the final row of decreases. Here, I'm going to bring you out a little bit. So this final row was an increase of 2 single crochets plus a single crochet in the next 10. I think this is a good size. Like sitting at is like a frisbee. I guess this size doesn't matter, but it is. I got it to be about 7 inches. So if you want it small, if you want it bigger, just do another row of increases. Or you want it smaller like this one, you do fewer rows. But this is our last row anyway of increases. I think I mentioned that again. All we're going to do is a single crochet in every row. So just do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. Put my marker back. I'm going to do a single crochet in every stitch and I will be back. Okay, we're at the end of our row now. So we have 3 rows left. Okay, we have 3 rows left and there are going to be decreases. And all 3 rows are going to be done the same way. So to do our decrease rows. Oh, try to get our stitch marker off. We're going to single crochet 2 together. In this case, I'm just going to put my hook in the front loops of the next 2 and do a single crochet like normal. And we'll mark our first stitch. And then we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3. Do a single crochet 2 together. Do a single crochet 2 together, and that was I put the hook in the front loops of the next 2 stitches and do a single crochet like normal. And a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So I'm going to repeat that. Oh, I'm going to repeat that around, and then I will get back with you. Okay, well, we had some technical difficulties. The video that I took to finish this out did not work out. But I just wanted to end you that it was 3 rounds was done the same. So I left you off that you did a decrease of 2 single crochets together and 1 single crochet in the next 3. And that's what you do continuously for 3 rounds. And if you get to I know you are going to get to an end of round and it doesn't quite match up, like you might have like only 1 or 2 couple stitches left, you just continue on with the next round and you just mark the first stitch. And see, now I can't find it, I guess. And then we just end, when you got to the end of the row, you just do a slip stitch in the next stitch and you finish it off. I know, I'm sorry to end this way, but like I said, technical difficulties. But you do finish the last. Like I said, you did the same thing for 3 rows. And that's it. That's our decrease. That's the end of our flying disc pattern. So yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, you know, I hope that I have given you enough to at least finish off what you did. So all it was is that you start with 6 single crochet and you just increase 6 until we have like 70. In this case, this is 72 stitches, but whatever size you want to make it. Like 1 row of even single crochet around and 3 rounds of single crochet 2 together and single crochet in the next 3. And that is it. Pretty easy. So again, I apologize how the tutorial ended. But if you did like this video, please get a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always. And I will see you in my next video. Bye now.
Side path that I can take to get into like where Heather and our ship was. There's like secret side ways to get to other people's.